Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Canon and some accessories I just bought for the Canon. I have the Canon 80D. It's a EOS camera version of it. So we're gonna I like to do a lot of live streaming, and I like to bring products with good quality of video, and I like to zoom in, and I like to this camera captures a lot of the in-depth the equipment I like to review. It's a little pricey camera, of course, you know, but we're not going to talk about the camera itself. We're going to talk about gadgets that I'm going to add to the camera. And this is pretty much a battery, and you know, it takes a couple hours, maybe an hour before it starts draining, and then after that, you know, a videotaping, if you're streaming, it's going to drain pretty quickly. So one option I wanted to do is actually start installing an actual power to it instead of a battery to it. And as you can see, I want to get a different option, so I end up getting an attachment. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. So as you can see, this is it has a battery on it right now, and we're going to flip it over so you guys can see some of the stuff. And I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer. You can see it. See this? It's a push button here. I'm going to turn it off first. I forgot to turn it off. Kill the shutter first before. Make sure that it's off. I forgot to do that. So we're going to open it up. And here's a battery, and this camera is pretty ingenious, you know. Here's a battery for it. It takes about almost an hour for it before it starts draining, but today we're gonna upgrade it, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this on the side. We're gonna put the battery here so you guys can see it, and we're gonna put this bad boy here that I just purchased, and it comes with a power box and an adapter that looks exactly like the battery. You guys can see same amplifications out of it. You don't have to do anything fancy. It has a little slip here on the corner, and I'm going to show you exactly how to install this and how to set it up. So here, we're going to plug this sucker in. It's live power right now on it. Great attachment. I mean, 35 bucks for this on Amazon. Really good. Saves me a lot of batteries, you know, instead of me going. I have actually 2 batteries for this whole system because when I'm streaming it runs out, so I got to swap batteries all the time. So instead of me swapping batteries, I like to have just make sure it's plugged in. So we're going to start with the camera first itself. I'm going to put this on the side before it falls. Put this here on the side so you guys can see it. And we're going to go ahead and start with the camera first. So we took out the battery in the camera. On the back of the camera here, let me get some more lighting. In the back of the camera, you have to push the button in here. But what you got to do is you got to pull it back. You got to pull it forward, actually. Forward, and this door comes out first, right? Now, additional to this battery coming in here, the additional battery replacement, you got to make sure you scroll down in here, and it has a little gap in here. And if you guys can see it, let's see it right there. And see how it kind of curls itself in there, and it grabs in. So there's a reason why it does that, and you're supposed to see it like that. There's a reason why it's doing this, and I'm going to show you exactly. So the camera will not work if this door is open. You pretty much have to slip it, and in here there's a little plastic opening here on the side of it. It's unnoticeable. It's pretty much camouflage in there. You guys see it in there. And what you got to do is put in the battery part of it, and then it goes through the outside like that, and that's how it's supposed to be, like that. When it clips in there, the door stays a little slip open. You can always put this back. In fact, you don't have to even take it out, you know. I just take it out so you guys can see more of a reference. So put this back, put the door back how it was from going back, and that's it. So if this stays open, this camera won't turn on. So it needs this part to be hanging here in order for it to be plugged in, of course. And what you got to do is you just turn it on, and it cranked up. It just came on right now. We have a light. So it's perfect. I love this thing. I don't have to worry about battery all the time. This camera can stay on all the time. I don't have to worry about any modifications to it. Saves me a lot of batteries. Like I said, I have 2 batteries. I take this on the road, of course, but the camera attachment, this power attachment, if you want to record constantly and stay on, this is a perfect solution for it. So love it, love the attachment, and I'm gonna be using it more often on my streams and on my reviews. So if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna put the little link and more information about it what's compatible. It's compatible with a bunch of Canons, pretty much, you know. And when I got the Canon 80D, I wanted to be compatible with it, you know, something like this. I wish it was came with it, but it's not something that Canon makes. I went to Best Buy, they don't have it available. It's only online available, so you might be able to find it. And I found this on Amazon, really inexpensive, under 50 bucks. Really good, saves you batteries. You want to keep streaming, you'll use it as your main camera. This is what you want to do. It's up to you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, out.